Hello, class. So today I wanted to talk about sexual education. It has been a topic that I have been researching for the past couple of weeks, and it is something that I wanted to bring to your awareness. The argument is that sexual education needs to be ramped up for the curriculum in schools to prevent early age pregnancies, the spread of sexually transmitted diseases, and they need to be aware of how to use protection and how to use um, contraceptions and the risk of having sex and unprotected sex at that. So if you look at the statistics, there's 24 states that have sexual education as of right now, and even with sexual education, the birth rates for females between 15 and 19 are still in between 23,000 to 32,000 just in Texas. And we have sexual education here, and it's only increasing throughout time. If you look at the overall timeline, and this is from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention on Birth Rates, the overall timeline says that we are decreasing. But this is a major problem for major cities in Texas like Dallas, Austin, and Houston. And if we look at California, who also has sexual education, their birth rates per thousand females from 15 to 19 in 2017 are from 8 to 12,000. And if we look at another place like Colorado or Massachusetts, they're in between 8 to 16,000 per female. That's the birth rate. And so they have sexual education and we have sexual education, but the numbers aren't adding up. And there are major violations when it comes to increasing sexual education curriculum in schools. You're teaching people in fifth grade from the ages of 10 to 11, and that's pretty young. Their mindsets are not right. They're not suitable for that type of contact. They are not mature enough psychologically or even physically. And this is a major problem when it comes to parents who are religious. If you look at religion, you have Christianity and you have Catholicism, who believe in premarital sex as a form, and forms of birth control and abortion are wrong. And yet they sit in class, and in front of them stands a figure of with authority and who is telling them otherwise and informing them that it's okay to have sex at their age and they need to be aware of these things. But that power should be given to the parents to disclose to their children, and that should not be given to the school systems. There is 176 million funding for sexual education, and that is from the Sexual Information of Education Council of the United States. They increased the funding. Yet Texas is still ranked 18 for chlamydia and syphilis as of 2017, and then it's ranked 22 for gonorrhea. So they are not preventing anything when it comes to pregnancies, when it comes to STDs. There is no visible evidence showing that sexual education is effective in the schools. So as we look at North Korea is a socialist country, and they practice abstinence. So maybe they're not allowed to have free sexual activities throughout amongst each other due to their dictatorship. But there is a very low level of underage pregnancies, and they have no sexual education at all. So maybe sexual education is not the way that we need to go. There are other forms, maybe informing the parents themselves a little bit more on the situations and having them taught at home at their own time, at their own pace, would be the best option to prevent underage pregnancies and the spread of STDs and HIV.